do a quick live, see if they still remember us. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the Uber driver, the Lyft driver, the truck driver, the taxi driver, the around town food delivery drivers. Shout out to the over the road long distance truck drivers. Shout out to Troy Stars Trucking Vlogs on YouTube. Go over to Troy's channel. Tell Troy that SouFLoTV sent you. Continue to support that brother and big up to Troy any which part you're there. Shout out to each and every one of you who have a clean heart, clear conscience, and you want good for others as much as you want good for yourself. Shout out to you. Big up to each and every one of you for tuning in this morning. Let me shout out my first 10 people, and then we are going to listen and watch this little piece of interview and then have a very valid discussion. Just so you don't get ahead of yourself, I'm wearing my American flag t-shirt this morning, and I'm going to tie that right into this foolishness that we're about to talk about. Okay? By my tone, you should already know what side I'm on already. So here we go from the top. Shout out to Elevate Entertainment. Shout out I'ma Inspire is here. Great Goodies is here. Josh Jr., Elisa Godfrey, Jet Bar. Geez, I don't know what that name is. I got it. Oh, I got it going on too. I got it go. What a name. I got it going on too. Richard Leon is here. And Michael Williams, good morning. Sexy Body there, good morning. Sexy Body. Margot Munnings, Gerard Sims, Tamara Brown Ford, and Darlene Walter Riley and Steve Wright. Darky 35 is here. Irene Miller is here. Fallon Carrington is here. Good morning to you and your house, and same to you, my friend. Garrett Thomas here. Arlene Kidd 876. Desmond Harper, Kim Wood, Latoya, BSNRN. Shout out to the medical staff, workers out there, anyone in the medical field, whatever your position is in the medical field, you are, how we say it now, essential. Shout out to you. All right. Dwayne Robinson. Shout out to everybody who I didn't say a shout out to. Big up yourself and thanks for being here. You already know it's manners and respect. So I've been off doing my thing. I didn't do a morning thoughts a couple of mornings now because the videos that I've been putting out, I really want to get to them, or I want you to get to them. And I realized that whenever I put a video out late and then I do a morning thoughts, the video dies. It completely, you notice how I said dies. It completely dies. It'll end up doing like 7,000-8,000 views in a 24-hour period if it's done right before a morning thoughts. For some reason, algorithms and how people view. Plus, me know say no phone no busy. I don't have no work. I don't long hours, and you one job, two job, three jobs. So you don't have time to sit and watch 3, 4, 5 SouFLoTV videos in a day. I just saw it go. So sometimes I take a time off like that and give it a break and just let the video run so people pay attention to whatever is put up. Anyway, people been hitting me up. SouFLo, listen. Them just trim this little girl's hair down at the police station. A female was taken to the police station. I'm going to explain her whole situation to you because she herself explained her whole situation. They trimmed her hair though. She has locks. And I don't know if you know the significance of locks to a Rastafarian. A regular person might grow locks. You grow it, it's a hairstyle, you style it, you get tired of it, you cut it off, you start wearing braids, or you do your weave and your wigs again, and you go back to something different, right? It's your choice. Rastafarians who carry their locks, their antennas, this is spiritual to them. This is a part of them, their identity. This young lady found herself at the police station and them cut off her hair. So we'll take it from there. Now, to give you a gist of the story, we're going with CVM again this morning. Shout out to CVM. CVM never put any kind of restrictions on when I use their content, because I use their content in a fair use way. It is for discussion's sake while pointing to them as a credible source of information, right? So we're going to go with CVM this morning and hear what is what, and then we'll have a further discussion about this. So here we go.
Cries of injustice ring among Jamaicans after a 19-year-old had her dreadlocks cut while in police custody. Ironically, the video with the woman's side of the story became viral on Emancipation Day.
Cause she cut my hair and it seemed as if it never suited her. So after cutting my hair once, she cut my hair twice, like it never suited her. She cut my hair in two.
The claim of not wearing a mask quickly escalated to disorderly conduct, resulting in
That's her with her LOX, you know.
singer Candice King being brought before the court on July 22. According to the teen, she was fined $6,000 or 10 days in jail. However, she misunderstood that she was given the option to pay and handed herself over to the police, where she was transferred from the Maypen courthouse to the Four Paths police station. This is where King allegedly had an encounter with the police after the teen felt she was being disrespected. She says she was then told by a female police to go to the bathroom.
She said, young lady, down here, I said to pull out your hair. And I was there. I loosened my hair. When I loosened my hair, she started cutting my hair. I said, Miss, this is not styling. I'm a culture. This is part of my culture. I'm a Rastafarian. After using one scissor, that scissors never cut my hair properly because the scissors wasn't sharp enough. She sent for another scissors.
King says,
Sure,
apart
yes.
from feeling dishonored and dehumanized, she spent days in lockup without showering, though she was menstruating. King's mother, Shirley McIntosh, says she did not know a fine could be paid to release her daughter. On Emancipation Day, McIntosh told CVM Live she's calling for justice and fair treatment for members of the Rastafari community.
What right? What gave you the right to cut my daughter's hair? We must find more innovative and more creative ways of disciplining them. I really need some justice because this needs to stop. It needs to stop here with my daughter, and it needs to stop here with any other Rastafarian.
King says though she feels broken, misrepresented, and degraded at the hands of the police, this will be her testimony.
I won't let this hold me down because, as they say, that evil broken crayons still color.
Paige Dixon, CVM Live.
Okay, so there you get a little gist of the story. Now there's another video here. There's another video here. She has it from birth. Yes, she's 19 years old. Her hair has never been cut since she was born. Her father is a Rastafarian. I have another interview clip with her father. Her father is a Rastafarian. Her mother is a Rastafarian. She has both Rastafarian parents. She's 19 years old and her hair has never been cut from she was born. Let that sit. Listen, I grew my hair for 7 years, and when I cut it off, I actually felt naked. I felt like I didn't want anybody to see me because my hair had become so much a part of my identity. People in New York used to call me Dread. That's it. They didn't know my real name. They didn't care to know my real name. They just identified me with my hair as Dread. And when people were describing me, they would describe me with my hair because my locks was styled a certain way as well. So I can only imagine somebody who had it for their entire lives since they were born, right? And then identify with it religiously, identify with it. Rasta will tell you it's not a religion, Rasta is a way of life. So it's something like this then. The Creator gave you hair when you were born, right? You style yourself all kinds of ways because of society, what society sees nice and fit. One time gone, men couldn't have beards because we were considered looking scruffy and you don't look too good and whatever. And then the hip hop culture and people like Rick Ross made big fat niggas with yes, I said that, with big beards, something cool. And then all of a sudden, everybody walks around looking like, men started growing their beards out. So it's the same thing. Women start styling their hair different ways. But if you take everything and strip it back to basic, you said God makes no mistakes, right? Creation makes no mistakes. So what's the purpose of shaving? And what's the purpose of styling other than to fit into the norms of today's society? So Rasta goes above and beyond that. They don't want to fit in. Their locks is what separates them from today's society, although some people use it as a style, but for them, it separates them. You understand? So it's a huge violation. It's a spiritual violation. It's a physical violation. It's a huge violation. The brother Troy Stars is here. Troy Stars Trucking Vlogs. Troy, big up yourself, man. I haven't seen you in a while, and I was wondering how you were doing. And I was saying, you know, every morning I big you up anyways, but I was wondering how you were doing and if all is well. I hope all is well with you, my brother. And thank you. I appreciate you greatly. So, Sister LOX, West Palm Beach says, SouFlo, where were you yesterday? I know, right? Happy hump day, everybody. Today is Wednesday, right? Yeah, sometimes I just gotta take a break. If I have other things going on, I hold you pick me up, you know, and it's summertime. So summertime is coming to an end, right? So I'm trying to spend as much time with them as possible. I can't believe the summer is already over. So one of them weekends here, we went away for a couple of days and we came back Monday. So we came back Monday, so I didn't do a live on Monday. And then Tuesday, I was still so tired trying to catch up from Monday. We went to an amusement park and all these other kind of stuff. So I'm just trying to get the kids to spend time with each other. Because life's short, you know, and these children, you grow older, these children are out in the world. I want all my children to remember, have good memories of growing up together. So they can't be like, oh, yeah, we got the same father, but we're not really close. No, not that kind of thing. I want them to remember, like, yeah, he used to piss the bed and I used to be right in the same damn bed with him. Like, we that close, kind of, you know? So I grow my children like that, and I'm trying to spend as much time with them. So pardon me, I miss a few days here and there. I always got you in my mind and my thoughts, and I always cannot wait to get back to you because this seems to be my place of release as well, right? Talking to you live and all that. And I appreciate all the people who reach out. SouFlo, no morning thoughts this morning. Some people reach out and say, SouFlo, no man, I'm on my way to work. This is day 2, no morning thoughts. What's going on? Well, I hope you're doing well, but please come back soon because I need this in the morning and this kind of stuff. So big up to the people that hit me up like that. All right. No man, I have more than 5 kids. I have Jaden. Let's start from the top. I have Tafari. Then I have, and y'all can tell I'm very passionate about the Rasta thing. My first son, his name is Rastafari Omari. Tafari is his name. All right. So I have Tafari. Then I have Jaden, and then I have Kosi. And then I have Makai. Those are my 4 boys. And then I have Neka. And then I have my little princess that's only 1 year old that was just born the other day. All right. So that's 6. So I am a man with 6. Then her name is Malani. So I am a man with 6 youths. All right. 6 youths me have. And they are my everything. So my world revolves around them like that. And, you know, me there I try to be the best father that I can be for them and that kind of stuff. So I appreciate y'all, man, when you shout me out and say, SouFlo, want and come, morning thoughts, bring it back, right? Yeah, I landed in Jamaica in the airport, and I heard morning thoughts. I was like, yes, I have arrived. We just come off of the plane. I'm fresh off the plane from the US, and I heard morning thoughts. I was like, yes, we feel good. You know, so big up to Uno for that. Big up, and I appreciate you greatly. You said 6, put 10, LOL. Yeah, 10. Something in my mind is saying, you know, say I can get 10. Yeah, kind of good with 6. No lie, I always wanted 12. I always wanted 12 to represent the 12 tribes of Israel. But I always said to myself that off topic of because I don't want to trivialize the situation with her locks being cut. So off that topic for a little bit, I'm going to get right back to that topic in a serious manner. But I'm just saying, let's segue for quickly. I always wanted 12 children, one to represent each tribe of Israel. But here's the thing. I always also said, I don't want children if I cannot take care of them financially. I don't want them to be like I'm barely able to take care, make ends meet, and I'm buttering and they're struggling and buttering and you know. So I had them like if my finances increased and my position in life increased, then there's always that thing in my bones that says, yes, go for your next one, so Flo, you're good now. So go for your next one, and the queen them open and welcome the eye and give me a next one. And that me can't have picnic. They do, right? But they give me another one and another one and another one, like DJ Khaled, and another one and another one, and I ended up with 6. I'm kind of good with 6 right now because they're expensive. They're very expensive. I have a 13-year-old that wears size 14 shoes. Took him shopping for shoes last week and got to find out that there's no shoes for him that's under $100. That's one pair of shoes. So when you have 6 of them to buy shoes for, and remember, you can't buy shoes for one and don't buy shoes for the other. You can't buy clothes and stuff for one and don't buy for the other. So it gets pretty expensive. Not to mention how they eat. My wife cook a shrimp scampi. Brains cook a big pot of shrimp scampi the other night, right? And I'm telling myself there's no way they could do them can put a dent in that big Dutchy pot here. And I shared out everybody's food, and I let them tell me how much you want, give them exactly what they want. I said, y'all can have more if you want, if you're not full after that. I'm sitting there doing so. I don't remember if I was doing some work or something younger here. She said, babe, the pot almost empty, you know, so I hope you eat already. I went in the kitchen and looked, and there was barely enough in the pot for me. And that was all that was left in the pot. And that's in one go. You see? So yes, it gets very expensive, but I'm a person that planned, and none of my children were by accident. Every one of them was planned. So to the Most High, praises for that, being able to be in a position to take care of them without, beg and them go through hell because we don't have and they have to do without and all that other stuff. We're not at that place in life, so I'm thankful for that. And that comes with careful planning as well and hard work. Yes? All right. Somebody, Pauline Graham says, you're going to work for eternity. Yeah. Yes, Pauline. God knows. Especially when I looked at the youngest one, I looked at my daughter, Milani, and Kai, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. Milani just turned 1, so you talking about your next 8. So I'm gonna be working into old age. Okay, I'm gonna be. But you know what? Hey man, there's no better. There's nothing more joyful. Nothing brings more joy in life than that right there. Parenthood, especially if you take it seriously. Like, don't bad up your kids, take it seriously, as in you have been entrusted by the Creator to like protect these little ones and to care for them and to guide them, kind of thing. And you do your part. This is the divine order and divine duty for me. So I take great joy in this, So, and I know the day will come where it will be all over and I'll be sitting there with my house empty, hoping somebody make a sound, knock over something, but them gone about them business, and here you are all by yourself. So I don't take none of it for granted. And I tell parents that all the time. Them bad, you said them bad, you said them noisy, you said them this. Why? Find a way to go along with the flow, because it's very temporary. It seems long, but it's very temporary. They'll be vacating the nest soon, and you'll be wishing they'll be coming to see you, or you can hear them or see them, and the older you get is the more responsible or the more responsibilities cloud your children's life. Yeah, but I don't know if y'all ever been to a nursing home and seen like people that get no visitors, and you ask them like, well, didn't you have children? Did you have children? Because I realized you don't get any visitors, Miss So-and-so. And she's like, yes, I have 7 children. Well, how come nobody comes to see you? What happened? Well, my oldest one, he moved to Florida. My other one, she is in Europe. And I have 2 in the Army. They're always gone. And nobody comes to see her. Everybody is caught up with their own life. and everything. You know what I say? And I tell my kids this too. I said, y'all might not want to remember me. I don't care about that part, but I want you guys to remember each other. Yeah, because the world gets lonely when you go out there, and it's good when you have your blood, yeah, idea me kind of relationship with your blood, and y'all can call on each other. So if I made it, you made it too, my brother, my sister. Yeah. So that kind of fire I'm trying to stir up right now in creation. Anyhow, why did they cut her hair? Let's get back to that. Thank you, Claudette McKenzie. They cut her hair because she okay, so she gave a story. And her story was that she was in a car. Let me see if I could have her tell it, if I saved it. So she was in a car. Police pulled over the car. There was a man in the car who was not wearing a mask. The police told the man to get out of the car. Remember, there are other people in the car, right? Police told the man to get out of the car because he wasn't wearing a mask. The man said, "No, come out of the car." She said the man and the police started to scuffle. The man punched the police in the face. She's in the car. People in the know Jamaica and taxi go. So he punched the police pepper sprayed the entire car with her in the car. So she has her mask on and she is pepper sprayed in the eye and stuff. She said she started to hyperventilate. She couldn't breathe. Okay. Her story goes deeper. Let me see if I can have her tell her story. Did I save it? Okay. The Gleaner is kind of funny. I didn't want to use their stuff, so I might have to cut it out.
I was coming from school one afternoon. I was sitting in a taxi, waiting on the taxi to load.
If you can hear it, say you can hear it. If not, let me know.
A young man rushing towards the taxi. He then came in the taxi and sit down. I saw two police officers coming shortly after, asking the passenger what aboarded the taxi to remove himself from the taxi. He did not comply, so one of the police officers came on and draped him. After draping the man punched the police officer in his face. They were there quarreling, and the other policeman came around there and said, "Okay, you now come out of the taxi, I'm going to give you something." To come out of the taxi, remove his pepper spray and he sprayed it in the car. I was there sitting down, a lady was there breastfeeding in the taxi. The policeman behaved as if he did not care about what he had done. So I came out. I was angry because I was there observing the protocols, having on my mask and everything, and you came there just to remove one occupant and you pepper spray in the whole car. So I was there, I had to remove my mask because I was not breathing properly. Having on a mask and me pepper spray, they can't breathe properly. I was there hyperventilating and I removed my mask. I was so upset because of the situation. So the policeman claimed that I had disrespected him. And he behaved as if he did not do anything wrong. So I was there. They said they were gonna arrest me for not wearing a mask. I was brought to the police station. I was told that I was charged for not observing COVID-19 protocols, not wearing a mask. On the day of court, I arrived at court. My name called. I went in. I was told that I wasn't charged for a mask. I was charged for disorderly conduct. I was there. I explained to the judge what had transpired. They did not explain to me properly what was going to take place. They did not explain to me that I could pay the fine of $6,000. I only heard when he said 10 days in the lockup. So one of the police officers escorted me downstairs where I would be waiting for the police officer to come and transport to the station. On arrival at the 4 Pass police station, I was sitting on a bench. I was then asked to go in the bathroom to stand up. I was asked to go into the bathroom. I was there when the Miss Mitchell, Corporal Mitchell, led me to the bathroom. she had a scissors in her hand. I did not know what was her intention, but I was there standing in the bathroom, complying with rules and whatever they said. I was there and she said, pull out a ear, let loosen your ear, young lady. And I was there. At first, I didn't comply with loosening my hair. And I was still standing there. She said, young lady, you me said to remove the school shoe from your hair. I then remove my hair. She started
That's
cutting
her
my
with
hair.
her locks.
After cutting my hair once, the scissors that she was using did not cut my hair properly. So she called for another scissors. So she cut my hair twice. Because after she used the first those scissors, my hair never cut as how she wanted or whatever. But she used another scissors to cut my hair. I then bend down and take up some of the hair and I had it in my hand. I was there and then she put me in the cell in lockup. I was in lockup from Thursday night. I was on my menstruation. I couldn't change my clothes. I couldn't change my sanitary napkin. I couldn't bathe. I got nothing to eat. My aunt Friday, my mother came. On Thursday, I got locked up. Friday, my mother came with snack, water, and stuff. They denied my mother. They did not take that visit. They denied the visit.
The stuff, what they didn't take the food from.
They did not take the food from my mother. They only took the clothes, the clothing. From Thursday night, I did not eat. And Sunday, my mother said she brought some food, some dinner, because Sunday is the official visiting day. They did not give me that food until 6 o'clock in the evening. When I got the food was sour. I couldn't eat the food because the food had closed up with the vegetable and everything on it. So I couldn't eat the food because the food was sour. I was there so stressed out, traumatized. A current situation had happened to me and that still had impacts on me. And in the lockup, I can't get anybody to talk to. I was in the lockup. I was in the lockup and Monday my mother came and my mother paid the $6,000 and I was released from lockup.
Surprisingly, on Monday when I went for her, only to see they brought a little girl to me without no locks on her head. Because believe me, I couldn't even identify my daughter at the time when I saw her. Because I always say that why the police are taking so long to bring her out after I had brought the receipt to them saying that I paid the fine. And when the policewoman tell me that it's my daughter, I almost pass out. And me asked her, I said, want your locks, where your locks there? She said, the policewoman trim her. I said, where the policewoman name, where she come from? She said, one policewoman named Corporal Mitchell. Trimmer. So, me da like some answers. Me da like to know the reason why she trimmed my daughter locks. Why was her locks trimmed? What was the reason for that? What she do? Apart from you saying that she was behaving outrageous, apart from the outrageous behavior, what caused it? What was the reason for you to trim my daughter's locks? This have to stop. It needs to stop and it have to stop. And this will be the last Rasta one about trimming in Jamaica. Remember.
It's devastating because Nzinga is on a path of recovery from a very traumatic experience when she was 16 years old. She was gang raped, she was pregnant, she carried that pregnancy to term, and the baby died shortly after the baby was born. And that was a particularly difficult period for Nzinga. But we worked through it, she worked through it, and she came out on top of it. And then, she's in nursing school and trying to reshape her life. And then for this to happen at the hands of the state, at the hands of the police, who she should trust to help to protect her, it is really very devastating for us. And, I tell her today, she's a strong girl. She's a lioness. We believe in her. And everything in life must happen for a reason, because maybe this is the thing now to propel for us to be able to highlight that this kind of behavior by our state cannot continue. Our police cannot continue to abuse people like this. They cannot abuse Rasta like this. You understand? Rastafarians have done so much for this country, Rastafarianism, in terms of even our own exposure, putting us on the map. For us at this stage of life, at this stage of enlightenment, to have this kind of abuse of a religious symbol of a person, a religious a part of that person's identity is unbelievable for me. And we have to take it very serious. It's not the first time. It's the second incident in 1 year, actually almost 1 year to the day. Last year, a young Rastafarian child was not allowed to be enrolled in primary school because she had LOX. Now they've taken it to the absolute extreme to cut off a young lady's LOX, cut off a part of her identity, cut off a part of her religion in the name of, we don't know, disorderly conduct that they are trying to, as her mother would say, instill discipline. This is not instilling discipline. This is instilling anger in people. This is instilling hurt in people. And we have to stop.
No, this feel like would have come.
This is her father.
Yeah. So I feel like would have committed suicide and would have things out that way. Because everyone a human being. And if a man attack me, it's coming like this is a war, this is a challenge. But we not take it that way heavy. Because them say you cannot take it lab in your own hand. So we are make them deal with them thing. As can't we set up. Because this happened a parallel garden. See here.
Y'all know about the Coral Garden incident, right?
See here.
And Bakawa.
Yeah. See here again. And they attack Rasta. And Rasta leave them out. And they come back a wall again. So this look like it's an ex-Coral Garden or an ex-Bakawal incident. And we not take that one here lightly. No, this can't go on eat. And judgment. It's a spiritual warfare, this. It's a religious war. Christian against Muslim or Christian against Rasta. And they can't win this war. And righteousness mighty than sin. And anyone go against I and I surely perish. We don't know apology say. Yeah. And that's my talk.
I said, Miss, you can't cut my hair because I'm a style and a braid and a sister that's in my hair. From I was a child, I said I'm 19 years of age, and from I couldn't remember as a child, my mother was locking my hair. So it's not style, it's a part of my culture, it's a part of my religion. And she behaved as if she never cared, she never have any remorse, she never have any.
Hear what she said?
She never have no second. She never have no second. What has she said now? So she never have any second thoughts. She never have no. She basically have no remorse for anybody. That because her statement that she said more than one in the midst of more than one person, that when she's coming to work, she left her heart out at the gate, so she don't care. She don't have no heart. She don't care about anybody's feelings. That's what she said when she coming to work. She left her heart out at the gate. She took a lot from me because, as I said, I've been suffering from a recent trauma. I've been traumatized, and this now she just bringing me back. Well, I won't let it bring me back, but this bringing me back to some memories of being abused, and I've been sexually abused, and now I've been physically abused and mentally abused.
I would like for some justice for my daughter. And I know it now put her back her LOX on her head right away. Eventually it will go back, but I would like for some justice for her, and I would like for some justice for Rasta and her whole.
All right. First of all, hold on. Y'all know how I do, right? So check this out. XACE99X. Real things happen in the world, and people must worry about some hair that get cut off. Yo, don't make me send you out push part. You don't want to go. Okay? Stop your fuckery and foolishness and come off on my platform if you don't understand what's going on. This is about human rights violation, idiot. You don't grab somebody and just cut off them blouse and skirt here, my youth, whether them a Rasta or not. Or even if it's a weave the woman have on her head, you don't grab them and just shave them heads up. What the fuck you don't understand about that? You over here talking stupidness about serious things going on in the world. You see people that talk like that, people that talk like that don't even give two shits about the serious things that are going on in the world. I'm telling you, if you meet them in real life, ain't too much they really care about. They're just there for disruption. But you see that kind of shit right there? When I don't condone it on my platform, and the reason why I don't is because there's always one idiot looking for another idiot to join up with. And then you make two idiots get away with it, and then you have four. And then multiply faster than cockroach. You understand? Don't come over here with that stupidness about more serious things going on in the world. And then what's more serious than you somebody grab you and shave off your ass cloth head? Shave your hair off. Eh? And you're so damn corny. If this was a Jewish person talking and said their kufi got knocked off and their little friggin' two things right here got shaved off, you would be over there crying for them. You guys are so trained to cry for other people, but when you see your own, we are sick. We are in a sick mental state. Listen to me. We cry for other people hard. A little white kid get on the screen and two tears come out and it's like, oh Jesus, end of the world, whoa. You see them one. And then you sit there and watch videos on WhatsApp or wherever they pass them around that man chop up another man, police, taxi driver beating another man, bludgeoning him in front of everybody. The stick is bloody that he is using. And see in here, rotted, yo, duck my dog. You can't fight, you can't fight. Look here, look here. Oh man, I put this on social media. I put this on. You big clown. You big clown. Don't come over here with that. This ain't one of those kind of platforms, homie. This is not one of those kind of platforms. You understand? Yo, the little comment that Bex me just now, it says, does upset my spirit. What you mean? We got more serious things. The girl needs somebody to advocate for her, like us, to let them know that we see it too, and we are over Uncle Sam with that, and we think it's wrong. Do you think any police officer could do that in the US? Just take you and carry you in, and then next thing when they're letting you out, you don't have no hair? And this is a part of your identity through what they call religion. Do you think they can just come shave off your head and nothing don't come out of it? She, the officer that did it, would have no job. I would start counting my ones because I would be rich after that. So all the money that I was thinking I was going to be making, I'm going to earn $50 million by the time I'm so and so old, I would get it right then. The city knows that. The state knows that. So since y'all like to imitate the US, right? You know what's funny? What's funny is how when you draw parallels and you say, yo, in the US this could never have happened. Yo, fuck the US. Everything on the top about the US and all that. Okay. And then when it's the other way around now, they're like, well, the US does this too, so why Jamaica can't do it? Oh no, pick a side. Pick a side. There are things that happen in other nations that we can imitate to make ours better. And there are things that happen there that we don't ever want to reach our shores. So you pick the good out of the bad. You understand? It won't happen here, Darlene. It won't happen here. It won't happen here. I don't care what you want to say about the US. It won't happen here. We point to their faults when they have their faults, and we know what some of those faults are, but stuff like that won't fly. It will not fly. The girl has had her hair since she was born. Her hair has never been cut. My mom never cut my hair. My dad never cut my hair. And you, as a disgruntled hoe who probably didn't get no dick last night, I don't know what happened in that policewoman's life. She come today to work talking about when me come to work, me leave my heart out of the gate. So I mean, I have no feelings for nobody. That's how you dealing with people? That's how you're dealing with your own people? Who don't see that as a violation? Who does not see that as a violation? That's how some of them are. Some of them have a man that's choking the daylight out of them, and it ain't the kind of choke that they wanted. Them might get slapped, kicked, thump, whatever. Them put themselves in a messed up domestic situation, bear problems on their mind when they come to work. And when they come to work, they're placed in a position of authority. So what better position to be in? You can take out all your stuff on someone else. And this little girl, if you listen to her story, she's my son's age. So if you listen to her story, she's talking about being gang raped not too long ago. She's 19. The gang rape stuff happened when she was 16. Listen, Jamaica already rough as hell for females, period. Whether you want to admit it or not. So she's gang raped at 16. She got pregnant. She brought the baby full term. The baby died. That's traumatic alone. Don't know who for frightened, because you see, some people you would have to bloody up the whole cell to be able to cut their hair off. Like, I'm one of those people. Like, you're gonna have to shackle and chain and have everything in there turn over, right? She's obviously not that type. She is obvious. I can tell by her personality. She is a subdued kind of person. She is probably even a submissive kind of a person. So when them say, "Let out your hair, young lady," and she's like, she have scissors in her hand. Let out my hair for what? You know, you heard she said she didn't obey the first time she said, "Let out your hair," because she has wonder like, "How the scissors for?" Because in her mind, she's thinking, this can't be adding up. What she telling me let out my hair for? I didn't do nothing for you to be cutting my hair off. She probably it didn't register to her. Angela Williams, them would have to bloody up the cell. Them would have to bloody up the cell. And then when they beat me to kill me or whatever, that would have done what it did after. But I'm not just gonna be sitting there, let out your hair. Okay, here. Cut. And you know, let's be for real. Don't think she was finessing her hair when she was cutting it. I'm going to cut off just the locked parts and leave your natural hair. No, she going to go, dirty nasty Rasta girl with your about your religion. Cut off that blood clot. And, you know, so I have no feelings for nobody. Come on, let's be for real. Let's be for real. It wasn't no love added to when they were cutting her hair off. That's a hell of a violation. It's like somebody stripping you and shaving every hair off your body. Hold up your hand. Hold up your hand. Shave off your armpit them. Pull down your pants. Shave off your private part. And what the fuck? Like, you don't see the violation in that? Yo, some of our people, right, they are more a part of the problem than they even care to realize. You are more a part of the problem. John Steve Rudolph Jr. says, this is the most upset I've seen you, SouFLo. This is sad. What happened to this young lady? Hopefully, nobody else has any more ignorant comment. Yeah, I got to nip that stuff in the bud, fam, because people like that multiply. When y'all hear people say stuff like, I don't know why SouFLo keep on deleting my comments every time I speak the truth. Please believe me that it's one of those kind of comments. It's either a disrespectful comment about up under somebody's mother, or it's because I don't delete comments. YouTube deletes comments based on some things you might have said that doesn't go well, and they see it as a disrespect. There's a fine print at the top of every comment section. Go read it. Most people don't even see it. Make sure that your comments are in tune with community guidelines. And then YouTube started holding us, the content creators, responsible. I can't go through every comment when I'm posting 3-4 videos per day, and each one of them have hundreds of comments on it in a 24-hour period. So as soon as I see them real idiot comment that, I know that they're going to multiply. So I just erase them. And when I erase them, it's the same people come back talking nice later. SouFLo, why you always erase my comment every time I tell the truth? There's ways to say things, fam. There are ways to say things. If you don't see the violation in that, and I don't care if you don't have locks, if the police take me to the police station right now and pull out a shears and just go through me here and shave my ball, I have a Ross problem with that. Hold up your head, shave off your beard. What? And I don't have no locks. And I would still feel extremely violated. So imagine her who has never had a haircut from she was born. And this is connected to so much more. Come on, man. Y'all make me sick. Some of y'all literally make me sick. Like friggin' throw up sick. Seneca Science says they have no right to your person while you're in your person like that. They don't give a damn. That's Jamaica for you. That's why when you hear me in the morning time say shout out to and I say shout out to our JCF, JDF officers, personnels, I say shout out to the good one them. Don't y'all hear me say that? Shout out to the good one them. Because I know there are good ones out there. And when people say stuff like the only good police is that dead police, me burn them off on my platform too. Because them are the same people, as soon as any problem take them, the first thing they call, yes, officer, please come send some help. So if you think the only good one is a dead one, why are you calling them when you're in trouble? I don't call bad people when I'm in trouble. I don't call down more problems on myself when I'm already in trouble. So I don't let that fly either, right? We have to balance the thing and we have to be real about it and honest about it. Tyson Thompson, good morning, brother. And to be what happened to you for the past few days. Anyway, it's good you're back up. Tyson, thank you, man. I appreciate you. You know, I already explained that, but I got a little stuff, you know, stuff go on and these kind of things. But I'm here and I didn't forget about you guys for sure, right? This is our house. This right here, morning thoughts, our vibes before we start the day. But it's crazy. It's crazy. Jamaican government is the biggest damn ship in the country. Man, listen. Some of those officers are good people. But you have to ask, where were the others standing around watching her do this? Like cut off the girl here. Didn't one next squaddy couldn't say, hey, no, don't do it, don't do it. You know, the frigged up thing is they probably encouraged her. Oh, yeah, go with the scissors. I cut off a little girl here around the so we have the LOX. I talk about she a Rasta. You cut off her hair for real? Yes, me I cut it off. Oh my God. Them probably a laugh. Me I film it from around here so she not see me, cause you know, so if them see them can, you know, maybe the lawyer come in later and them something there. But me I forget that one here on video. I bet you somebody in there have it on video when her hair was getting cut off. Matter of fact, if you're going to cut somebody's hair off while they're in custody, it should be video recorded. It actually should be video recorded. I want to know what was her motive for cutting that young lady's hair. Her explanation was eloquent. It was clear as day. She said she was sitting in a taxi. Next thing she know, a guy come running and he ran into the taxi. Y'all know how that go already. It turns out police was after him. The police probably already saw him outside with no mask on. And you know in Jamaica, mask mandatory. Remember I went through the DRMA for you guys, the Disaster Risk Management Act and its amendments where they no longer needed to give the citizens of Jamaica a warning. They can arrest you on the spot. And I told the people in a video, I said, Jamaican people, you don't want techno hall and pull up outer road if you're not vaccinated or either if you are, whatever. If them say wear a mask, you have nothing to lose. I would rather wear a mask, go out, get my business done, get back inside, than to be outside and man dragging me this way and dragging me that way. You know, I try to choose the path, the simpler path most times. Not make life harder than it already is. So it was based on that. They were probably chasing the guy and him run, ducking our taxi. She was in the taxi along with other people. Them say come out of the vehicle. The youth say now come out. Police grab him, drape him up, she said, and thump the police in his face. They start fighting. We see these videos all the time. You thump a police in his face in the US, you probably already said to yourself, today I'm going to die. So I'm going out with a bang. Not in Jamaica. In Jamaica, them, boy, not the police, boy, suck your mother and get, hey, man, run up my knife. You know, I've seen these kind of things happen over and over. And the police, they talking to, you know, uniformed police officer. So they're there fighting and you're in the taxi. Police decide to pepper spray and pepper spray the whole friggin' taxi with you in it. The girl now takes her mask off because she can't breathe. And now he's talking about him arrest her because she had no mask on. She probably said something that upset his spirit, which she said she did. She probably said something like, you idiot or what? You know, see other people in here. Just drag him out if I may deal with, or you just pepper spray the whole car with everybody in there. Hey, girl, who you call idiot? Hey, come here. So them thing they go. Right? And you know, 19 and fiery, even when you're quiet, you're not going to sit down and take stupidness. You might voice your opinion. And again, don't you know who for frighten. Call no weak fence when them see it. So here she goes. And she gets in front of a judge and she is told that she wasn't there for not wearing a mask. She was there for disorderly conduct. Shave off the girl here. Come on, man. We've done this before. So let me enlighten, for those of you who are not from Jamaica, don't let them fool you. Them not like Rasta. They don't like Rasta. They prefer, okay, so if you have dreadlocks, you better make sure that your dreadlocks well twist out. That's why the society youth, them, when you see them with dreadlocks, it's well twisted out all the way to the end, to them scalp, till it look like braids. That is more acceptable. And then your facial hair, you better do something with it. But you see, anytime a man come in his natural state or a female in her natural state and it's locks, they have a problem with it. Over the years, they've made up all kinds of stuff. When I was growing up, I used to hear about they have 40 leg growing in their hair, wild insects in there, poisonous insects in them hair, and all kind of something. Them nasty, them no beard, them this, them dirty, nasty Rasta boy. And to this day, there's a large section of Jamaican society that classes them the same way. We're talking about the Bob Marley Rasta, you know. We're talking about the same set of people whose own music put Jamaica on the international map. Jamaica wasn't known for athletics when Rasta did I put Jamaica on the map. Jamaica was known for Irie man, a Rasta say Irie, cool vibes, cool runnings, all these things. Them take one of them ton movie, Cool Runnings, and these things. You know what I'm saying? They dug into the Rasta culture so much and they used all of it. They exploited it. The tourism industry. One Love is the next Rasta. The Face Off is a Rasta. Come to Jamaica and feel all right and Irie vibes, and don't go there with that kind of hair. And if you do, be on the lookout. Be on the lookout because the system itself don't like it. That's a message to the broader world. Jamaica, the system itself, does not like black people in their natural state, especially if you're wearing locks. I said it. Tell me I'm lying. I said it. So, not surprised to see that happened. But you know, when you're thinking like, okay, it's 2021, some things might change by now, and you see crap like this still happening, you're like, what the hell? In 2020, we halfway through 2021, past going into 2022, moving into the future with the same old colonial mindset. You know what beauty is considered by the hierarchy in Jamaica. Beauty is when you have a touch of the white man's blood that is more dominant shown in you. So your less African features, your features are less Negroid. Your features are less Afrocentric as far as they're concerned. You know what I'm saying? So when you have the light skin, and then if your eye color lighter, and if your hair have bigger curls, or if it's even straight, you're put on a higher pedestal. This is facts. This happens in Jamaica to this day. I've had African Americans that went to Jamaica on vacation, countless of them, that came back with the same stories. How they got treated like shit. How at the resorts they had to like, hey, excuse me, hello, can I have another drink, please? When they're watching their white tourists beside them, Jamaicans coming around every minute. Are you okay? Was it good? Do you want another one? Okay, come back again. Was it okay? Are you good? They're like, how many times are you gonna ask the same people? Are they okay? Was it good? They already told you it was good. We're over here. Hello. Some of them said, SouFLo, I think they thought I was a Jamaican. So they treated me like how they would treat their local Jamaicans. It wasn't until we started talking and they realized that I was from the US. Some people say I was from England. That's when the treatment got a little better. I said, that's Jamaica for you. That's Jamaica for you. And kill them dead. They will sing, emancipate yourselves from mental slavery all day. Oh, it's Emancipation Day all day, but the majority of them are not emancipated, mentally chained still to colonial beliefs. It's buried so deep in their psyche, they live it out. Somebody just said something about the skin bleaching. Why you think that took off so much in Jamaica? That didn't have nothing to do with Vybz Kartel. Vybz Kartel just capitalized off of some madness he's seen going on. All right, I just saw the way of that. Well, I'm going to turn it up a little more. And as an entertainer, it's his job to be shocking. You might say he promoted it or whatever, but it was there before him. People did our well bleach out before Kartel. And it's always been there. The whole paper bag thing. You had to be lighter than this paper bag, and if you weren't as light as this paper bag, you go that way. The ones that were paper bag light or lighter can come over this side. That's real. That type of stuff happening in Jamaica is real. Okay? And it still happens to this day. It's just that now they don't hold the paper bag out to put it next to your skin anymore. Them just look by you and say, yes, hello. You ever go customer service and see how they deal with you? I'm talking about anywhere. From hotel to restaurant to anywhere. Bank, anywhere. I'm in Jamaica trying to open a bank account. And this brother, because when I got it, I have this thing about me when I go to Jamaica is like, don't go there and put on no American accent. When you're home, you're home. So you speak like the locals. So I country me that. I was in the countryside. It wasn't like I was in any place of, some parts in Jamaica, they really don't talk like hardcore patois. But I wasn't in one of those places. I was in Donga country me that. So I'm in there try to conduct some business in at the bank, and the amount of interrogation I was getting. Maybe I said to myself, and then I switched into the American accent and I asked him, I said, I was born here, right? Because he's asking me all kinds of questions. So why you want to come open a bank account here? Like, this is where I was born at. Now, I grew up here, right? Yeah, I'm going nuts, right up there, so. Mr. Go Moreva Primary, right there, so Mr. Go Christiana Primary, right there. Right, Christiana Primary was actually right next to the bank I was trying to conduct business at. It's like, weird. And these are things that we don't talk about, but when they hold a girl and shave off our locks now, it's kind of like bringing it to the forefront. But trust me, man, trust me, Jamaicans are weird when it comes to that. You got a lot of Jamaicans that are cultural. You got as far as their cultural identity, and they do identify with their African ancestral lineage, and you know, they find beauty in that and all that. It's not like those don't exist. They do. But for the greater majority of the people, yeah. The man them will tell the woman them say, why do you think all that comes from? Man no wants to know woman in her natural hair. She convinced her weave is her hair. She stroked the weave like it came out of her scalp and everything. She style it better than how she take time to style her natural hair. You know, so one time the man them say, I was actually telling Brains that the other day, I says, when I see natural hair, like some of y'all act like you want to go natural, but you hate your natural so much that when you just go everywhere with it and it looked like somebody turned you upside down and was using you to mop the floor or something. So when men see that, they're like, Lord God, you're picky and dry, man, she can't do something with it. Like, and then they look at a girl who has a weave or a perm, and to them that looks better presented to the eyes, right? Like there are beautiful styles out there you can style your natural hair with. Now I'm not saying you shouldn't wear a weave and you shouldn't wear a wig and you shouldn't wear braids. I'm just saying find love in your natural self as well. If you want to do the extras and the additives, then by all means go ahead and do that. I like when she does all of them. It give me a little like, you know, she's a different person now. And yeah, personality change up, this change up, whatever, role play and all that other kind of stuff. But they literally put more effort into making sure that the wig and the weave looks better. And then they neglect the natural hair. There's a disdain in Jamaican culture for locks. Disdain. And it's coming from way back. I remember my sister going to Jamaica and she had locks and she hadn't seen my grandmother in years. And when my sister landed, my sister called me and linked me and let me know, said, Grandma dropped down. She fling herself. I said, what do you mean drop down? Like she faint or something? She says, no, and she's laughing. She's like, she fling herself down on the ground and rolling around because I had locks. It is that serious. It is that serious. So don't let them fool you. And if you go look in the tourist sector, you'll see how they have like the hat, the red, gold, and green hat. We have the locks them already made. And them locks, they look real, you know, they look like matted hair. And people will buy them and put them on just to say they have locks too. And those hats sell like crazy. Fling ourselves down on the ground. Claudette. Yeah, but grandma fling herself down on the ground and roll around because she had locks. So Jamaicans don't really like locks, majority of them. And a lot of these ladies, if they like a brother with locks, they will tell you, well, can't really carry him to see my father and my mother still because if you keep him on the ends, you can't bring him around, so. Parents already made it clear. Bring a dirty foot Rasta boy in here, no. Don't bring one of them mop head in here, no. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I don't want you bring a mop head in here. And they're not. No matter how them like him, they have to go keep him out there, so. Same thing vice versa. The youth them, we might not have the locks, you know, but right now, so I'm going to bring home a girl with a big head of locks and everything. I already know. I already know. But that's how it goes. So let's be honest with ourselves. We're hypocritical as hell, okay? Let's be honest with ourselves. They don't like Rasta, period. But it's sad because Rasta is actually the one who's put some kind of balance to the thing. Because Rasta still remind the people them say, you know, the herbs work. And I'm not talk about ganja, I talk about herbs. Like drink up your bitters. A simple cup of Cersei out there. Yeah. You know, the cheney root. You know, the Irish moss, the linseed. You know, them kind of something there. Stop full up your belly with meat. When Rasta tell me, say, even if you don't go strict vegetarian, just try to eat the meat thing 7 days a week, right? I say, all right, Rasta. Him say, You can't have meat 2-3 days a week if I hear a thing that. But try the more fruits and vegetables, see? That's how they talk, that's how they teach you. This is the same stuff when we hear white people overseas say it. We're like, yes, they're so right. Yes, meat's not good for the system. You know, overload your belly with meat content and spoil inside of your intestines and takes a while to process through the body. Fruits and vegetables go through easier and are more beneficial and nutritional. Nobody up above hill not dead yet from stomach cancer or nothing like that. No overweight people no live up there. Or none of that, no high blood pressure, no nothing no up there. That's to tell you something. That's to tell you something. But hey, Barrington Edwards, them can't handle these things. They cannot handle these things. Rasta life is sold in Whole Foods. Wake up. Them can't handle these things. You see it? We are so hypocritical, man. How long are we gonna be doing this though? Because it don't look good. The world sees it. The world sees it, but I don't think the establishment cares what the world sees. It's just like when I started talking about all the killings in Jamaica and stuff. And I said, you know, as my platform grows, I hope this message grows as well. Go back and look when I started. There was no Jamaican vloggers, none, that were talking about killings in Jamaica and how rampant it is happening. Like we lose over 1,000 Jamaicans every single year. Multiply that times 10 because it's been happening for more than a decade, which is 10 years. 10,000 murders in 10 years. We've been way over 10,000 murders in 10 years because some years we go 1,600 and something. 1,400 and 1,500 and 1,200 and something. And I thought to myself, how is this happening in front of the world and nobody is really saying anything? So let me come talk about this. And hopefully the people who are in a position, including the people, not just government, will start to pay attention and say, yo, we really need to change. We looking bad. Then we realize that nobody really cares. They don't really care. Oh, in my talk about murder, give more murder for talk about them. It actually seems like that's what they did. You want to talk about murder, give more murder for talk about them. Oh, SouFlo, you haven't heard. Double murder yesterday. By the time I do a story on that next day, before I even post that story, triple murder last night. Before I'm like, this is madness. They don't care. They don't care if the world sees them violating their citizens, carry them go to station and go shave them like sheep. They don't care if the world sees over 1,000 citizens murdered in no short period. They don't give a damn. They not care. But for that little girl, so Isaac Buchanan, who is also a civil rights attorney, or a human rights attorney, rather, Isaac Buchanan is on this case. I'm hoping he takes this case and makes something of it, which turns out to be an example. What Jamaica need to realize is in order for us to move forward, then we're going to have to change some things. The old colonial mindset is not going to do it moving forward. It's not going to work for us. When you see the youth, them are rebel in the way they are, come here, I tell you right now, you know, I'm telling you right now, listen to me. You have some youth down there, you see, you grab them and shave them like that, somebody dead tomorrow. I promise you, this is not no fool talk. And then everybody is going to be like, oh, they killed officer so-and-so. He was a good man. He was a man of the law. He was a man. Him grab the youth and shave off him locks after the youth tell him, say, I am man a Rasta. This is a part of my identity. You see it? So it's war, and it's real war. And I don't condone violence against them, but I'm telling you, that this contributes. That's why you can't tell some of the youth them nothing. Put on which gun? I want bigger gun I want. Me and them boy are war till me dead. Them kill me and me kill them. Y'all forgot the bloodline of Jamaicans? Y'all forgot the bloodline. Y'all forgot that these are warring people. Y'all forgot that. That same bloodline that still stands today. So if you don't believe me, just look at the murder rate. You understand? So it's not a set of people that take violation and just take, they'll get their justice. They'll get it on the back end. And it'll make front page news. And me and you will wonder, well, I let them kill Officer suffer now. But trust me, something like we said. Yes? So stop violating the rotted people them in these manners and think nothing is going to come of it. Because you and I both know that it's not going to just go so. Sometimes I'm just say, don't talk about it, don't say a word. Not say 40. And next thing I hear, more crying again. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. And if we're really going to fix up the place, we have to address, we can't just address criminal and gunman out the road. We have to address what's going on that's causing some man to say, you know what, F this. I saw this, I go from now, kind of thing. We have to address everything. And this is one of it. Blatant violation. Blatant violation. It's funny how when this happened though, why is the Rasta community so quiet? Them afraid for talk? I seen them out in their numbers marching the other day for no mask around here, no vaccine around here. Them march for this and march for that. Well, them hold the little princess and shave her. Nobody now say nothing. I seen an interview with Chronix just now, not an interview, a video. And Chronix I talked to our next Rasta man. And the next Rasta man mentioned it loosely. And Chronix just and skip over it like nothing. See? So all these big Rasta with them big platform, Abuja Bantan alone have voice. That's what it seems like. Is Buju alone have a voice? I mean, why are they not saying anything? Why are they not saying anything? I don't know, man. I don't know. I just hope for better for us, you know? And it starts with a conversation. It starts with a conversation. I realize that some people don't even want to have the conversation, but it starts with a conversation. If we can talk about it, we can admit that it's there, we can admit that it's wrong, then we can start making effort to trying to fix things. But if we can't even talk about it, that goes for everything. If you cannot even talk about it, you will never get to the place where you even admit that there's an issue there. See? And that's what we do here. We talk about it. All right? Imagine what world would happen if they violated gay people rights. Exactly. You know, the Baby, I don't know if y'all know the rapper The Baby, but The Baby, it's I look at that like this. These guys can sing all day, right? About basically rape. Rick Ross he said something about put a pill in her drink and took her home and had his way with her and she ain't even know it. What you think that mean? If me tell you, said me put pill in our girl drink, took her home, had my way with her and she didn't even know it, what you think that means? But that's fine when they rap about doing that to their own kind, right? Shoot a nigga in the face. That's fine when they rap about that. They're killing their own kind and they promoting the genocide. That's cool. Let's make sure those records make it to #1. But as soon as they say anything about canceled, every concert, upcoming festival, drop this guy. Just drop them from the... We are built on love and tolerance and we will not tolerate that blah, 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 no matter how much apologies the brother give. He's young. And he said, shout out to the people who actually reached out to me and realized that I needed guidance and education instead of I needed to be ridiculed and canceled. I'm young. So Please don't crucify me before giving me a chance to right my wrongs and to grow as a person, is what he said first. And then he issued another apology again. But guess what? They don't want to hear no apologies. Them don't want to hear no apologies. They'll even put up a document for you to sign. And after you sign it, they'll still be beating you. They don't want to hear no apologies. But that's their business. That's to show you how unified they are, though. And it's also to show, but where's that same energy for, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's that energy for? Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. Omega Brown says, talk the things. There's a lack of critical thinking in the community. The Shakari and the baby, same mislearning opportunity. No one talking HIV AIDS among black women. Listen, I just said that to Wifey last night. I said the whole HIV AIDS epidemic thing, that might have hit us, right? Because when I was little growing up, I remember when AIDS was around, and people were like, if you sneeze or if you put your hand out to shake, I ain't shaking nobody's hand. I don't know if you got AIDS. We didn't know. We didn't know how it was transferred. We didn't know where it came from. Some people say it's a Batman disease. But then we saw women getting it. So we're like, is it airborne too? We don't know what the hell was going on. And we were scared to death. And then over time and research came education, right? But then we just stopped talking about it like it don't exist no more. It is actually an epidemic in the black community. I just did my courses not too long ago to renew my license for OT in the state of Florida. And that's one of the things that you have to redo every 2 years. So I get the fresh numbers. And it's an epidemic. It's at an epidemic proportion. Right now in the black community, we dashing around AIDS like it's nothing. Like people don't even care that AIDS exists. You know, before us was the sexual revolution of the 60s going into the 70s, and people were free-willing, and you know, they probably got like a little chlamydia here, a little gonorrhea there, and they went to the doctor, and the doctor administer something and do something and give them some pills, and they're on their way and you're good again. When AIDS came in, everybody stopped hunching. They were like, we're going to need some protection. And then came songs like, you know, talking about remember to wrap it up. Y'all remember that? The whole wrap it up campaign. It was international and all that. Today, nobody speaks about it. It's just in the black community and just killing out like crazy. And they just really still out here. I can't even believe that people are actually still out here just meeting strangers and going raw and doing all kind of stuff like that. And now more than ever before, that's how they get down. Now more than ever before. I don't know if you ever go to one of these modern day clubs or parties. Everybody drunk and high, you know. Everybody that on pills and something and other thing and can't talk straight and can't walk straight. And they're not waiting for no hotel room. It's right there in the bathroom. It's in the middle of the club. It's outside in the parking lot, in the back seat. It's friggin' on the back of the friggin' car where everybody can see us. It's on the sidewalk. This is South Beach, Memorial Day weekend. Girl have 5 man run around and yam up everybody, and because she's on drugs. But we get wild like that, and it's promoted. It's promoted, and that's a secret weapon because they promote that lifestyle, but they don't tell you about that silent killer. So for generations to come, it'll be right there, and we'll be catching it and passing it on and catching it and pass. We're in a sad state, man. We're in a sad state, honestly. But anyhow, people, here we are this morning. I would like to hear. Thank you, Ganja Mania. I would actually like to hear Andrew Holness address this. I already saw that, what's his name? Major General Anthony Anderson has demanded some internal investigation into what actually took place with this young lady's hair. This is Jamaica. Me know better. I'm willing to put money up that nothing comes out of this. Nothing. Them just shave the girl here and nothing comes out of it. And they'll do it again. And nothing will come out of it again. They always jump in front of the media and talk about, I demand an investigation into this. Somebody needs to be held responsible, and then nothing comes out of it. They sweep it under the rug when you stop paying attention because you just went over to the Olympics and now you're on the Olympics. Oh, 1, 2, 3, goal, Jamaica. Yeah, that's our thing now, and you forgot about that. And while you're forgetting about it, then just sweep it under the rug and move along quietly. That's it. Nothing will come out of it. But I want to see, so I'm going to follow. I'm going to leave that right there for now. Big violation. Leave your comments in the comment section below. All that stuff. Let's keep talking. Let's keep having these discussions, these conversations. And I don't ask too much to do this. As you can see right now, it's 877 people here. It's only 187 thumbs up on this video. Wait till the video uploads to YouTube and go over there and hit the thumbs up button. All right. It does something for the algorithm so the video ranks different in YouTube so a wider audience can take part in this conversation. If not for anything, do it for that. Catch you on the next video. Hopefully I'll be on tomorrow morning, which I plan to be. This weekend coming up, let me see. I got road trips. I'll probably be in Georgia, Atlanta, something. I'll let y'all know what's going on with me. All right. Bless up to each and every one of you, man. Stay woke. Like Coffee said, we're not like a bull peep. All right. And big up on yourself. One up, God up, bless up. I'm out. Peace. Papa, you up?